Last week, it was reported that the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA), a federal government program that was part of a $2.2 trillion relief package and designed to extend unemployment benefits to self-employed people, independent contractors, those engaged in the gig economy, part-time workers and others who were previously deemed ineligible for unemployment insurance, was plagued with allegations of fraud. Investigations indicated that there was a growing problem with fraud, and the PUA program was the target of scammers who, among other activities, stole people's identities to apply for benefits they weren't entitled to. The state of California has seen the largest surge of these questionable requests for PUA. We do suspect that a big part of the unusual recent rise in PUA claims is linked to fraud, said Lori Levy, a spokesperson for the California Employment Development Department (ED). She said the state was investigating unscrupulous attacks, exploiting identity theft and vulnerabilities in the system. In just one example, the New York Times cites that 21 inmates in the San Mateo County, California jail filed for pandemic unemployment assistance, resulting in payments of at least $250,000, according to the district attorney. California Governor Gavin Newsom called for a strike team to investigate the widespread allegations of fraud. According to a press release, the strike team observed processes at ED offices in Sacramento and Rancho Cordova, reviewed training manuals and materials, analyzed social media posts, reviewed notices, studied call center data, and interviewed hundreds of people for their feedback and suggestions, including legislative members and staff, with a focus on finding ways to make legitimate claims move through the process quicker. At every step of the review, the team collected and extracted data from ED systems to ensure the solutions recommended are rooted in evidence. In response to this situation, after already paying billions in claims, California will not accept new unemployment claims for the next 2 weeks. The state announced on Saturday that it will use this time to work on procedures and systems in place to prevent fraud, calling it a reset period that will help expedite new claimant payments, reduce fraud, and tackle backlog issues moving forward. There is a backlog of about 1.6 million claims, as Californians desperately wait for their claims to be processed. The local offices say that they are hampered by outdated technology, unable to support the volume of claims, and the ED may not be able to close the backlog until the end of January. California State Assemblyman David Sen-Fu-Chu, representing the 17th Assembly District, which encompasses the eastern half of San Francisco, complained, "ED is broken. It needs top-down reform. Many of us have been asking ED for many months to implement basic reforms that it hasn't done.